If you're thinking about buying the Etymotic ER4XR, stop scrolling for a second because I'm about to reveal some serious truths you need to know before dropping nearly $300 on these earphones. These are supposed to be the holy grail for audiophiles craving crystal clear sound and deep, accurate bass. But here's what surprised me. Despite the hype, the ER4XR has some unexpected flaws that could ruin your listening experience. However, before you cross them off your list completely, I'm diving deep to show you who these earphones actually work for, and why they might still be worth it if used right. So buckle up, there's more here than just a simple yes or no. Now, if you're an audiophile or even a casual listener who's ever struggled with earbuds that either sound muddy or just can't block out the noise around you, let me ask you this. How many times have you purchased expensive earphones only to find the bass flat or the sound unbalanced? The ER4XR promises a bit more bass than its sibling, the ER4SR, but is that promise delivered? Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes I'm going to uncover what Etymotic did right, where they missed the mark, and whether this $289.99 price tag is justified. Curious yet? Good. First things first, let's talk build and sound signature. These earphones come with sleek anodized, laser-etched aluminum shells that look as expensive as their price tag says they are. The braided, reinforced detachable 5-foot cables are a nice touch, especially with custom MMCX connectors. Easy to replace if something happens, which is a wise move for anyone who's ever ruined a pair of earbuds by accident. The noise isolation is remarkable. Etymotic claims 35 to 42 dB, and based on experience, this is no exaggeration. You get near complete silence in noisy environments, which is a game changer if you commute or work in loud settings. However, there's a catch. You'll want to make sure the ear tips fit perfectly, because if they don't, this noise isolation advantage will vanish faster than your patience during a buffering YouTube video. Sound-wise, these earbuds use a single high-performance balanced armature, baud driver for each channel, known for precision. What makes the ER4XR unique in the Etymotic lineup is its fun sound signature, meaning you get a little more bass presence compared to the ER4SR model, which is more flat and neutral. If you're someone who despises the overly bass-heavy, muffled sound typical in many earbuds, the ER4XR might seem like a breath of fresh air. But here's the twist. The bass bump is subtle and won't satisfy users who crave deep, thumping lows like they're at a club. So if you're buying these expecting booming bass, think again. It's more of a refined bass that won't overpower the mid or highs. In other words, these earphones favor accuracy over party mode. Let me pause for a moment and ask, what kind of listener are you? If you need rock-solid flat frequency response for critical listening or mixing, then the ER4SR is your go-to. But if you want a slightly warmer, richer sound suitable for everyday listening without sacrificing accuracy, the ER4XR fits the bill. Now, don't get me wrong. The ER4XR delivers audio clarity that's miles ahead of typical consumer earbuds. The channel matching compliance graph included with each pair means the left and right channels are matched within 1 dB, a feature normally reserved for pro-level gear, ensuring consistent sound across listens. But this excellence also comes with its quirks. For instance, while most users praise the ER4XR for your immersive audio experience, some complain about fitting issues. Etymotic earbuds rely heavily on a deep insertion style to maximize noise isolation and sound quality, which can be uncomfortable if you're not used to that sensation. It's a common gripe, and one you should be prepared for unless you want to risk the "why do my ears feel like they joined a wrestling match" feeling. Also, the sound signature may feel a bit too analytical for casual listeners who prefer a more laid-back, bass-forward experience. There's a joke in there somewhere. Why did the audiophile break up with the ER4XR? Because it was too precise and didn't like to bass around. Jumping back to value. Does the $289.99 price justify the product? The 4.2-star rating on Amazon reveals a split opinion. Plenty of 5-star reviews praising the accuracy, build quality, and noise isolation, but also a significant number of users who found the price steep, the comfort lacking for long sessions, and the bass underwhelming compared to other options in its price range. Therefore, if you expect these earphones to replace a full-sized headphone with strong bass, you might be disappointed. However, if your priority is detailed sound reproduction in a compact, portable form factor, then these deserve a serious look. Here's a quick story from one user to put things in perspective. A professional sound engineer told me they've been using the ER4XR for recording and mixing on the go. They praised the accuracy and isolation, but admitted they had to spend quite a bit of time with different foam tips to find the perfect fit for comfort and sound balance. This is not a quick plug-and-play device. Patience and proper fitting accessories are required to get the most out of these earbuds. So if you're someone who doesn't want to tinker and just pop earbuds in, beware. Another way of putting it, these earbuds are like a fine wine, not a canned soda, best enjoyed slowly and with attention. Now if you're thinking, well, what about other features like durability and portability? The ER4XR shines here. Its CNC machined aluminum body means it's built to last, and being compact, it easily fits in your pocket or travel case. The detachable cable is a big win too. Many earbuds at this price range skimp here, forcing you to buy whole new sets if cables break. If you're clumsy or rough with your gear, this alone could make the ER4XR worth the investment. Think of it this way. The cable is like your favorite pair of shoelaces, cheap to swap out but makes or breaks your day. But here comes another twist, and a bit of a downer too. While the noise isolation is excellent, it's passive isolation only. There are no active noise-canceling ANC features, which means noisy airplanes or busy streets might still intrude slightly depending on the fit and ear tip you choose. If you want ANC in this price range, you'll need to look elsewhere. Consider this a trade-off for those who prefer pure sound without the electronic manipulation that ANC introduces. To joke a bit, ANC headphones are like your clingy ex, good in some situations but too much drama in others. So, to recap briefly before moving to the final thoughts, the Etymotic ER4XR offers superb noise isolation, attention to detail balanced armature drivers, and professional-grade channel matching. However, it demands users willing to spend time finding the right ear tips and adapting to deep ear insertion. Its bass is enhanced compared to ER4SR, but still subtle, not for nightclub bass lovers. It's built tough and designed for sound lovers who value accuracy over flashy features. Can this be your everyday earphone? Possibly, if you're a committed listener who appreciates a finely tuned soundscape. At this point, you might be asking yourself, is it worth it? If you're an audiophile, sound engineer, or just someone tired of overhyped earbuds that sacrifice quality for flash, the ER4XR will reward your patience and careful fitting. For casual listeners craving booming bass or active noise canceling, this might not hit the sweet spot. It doesn't throw a party with the bass, but it throws a salon experience with precision. After all, even the best chefs don't smother everything in hot sauce. Before wrapping up, here's one last joke to lighten things up. Why don't the ER4XR users play hide and seek? Because with 42 dB noise isolation, they're always sound asleep. If you want the best price and fastest shipping, check out the link in the description below. I've got you covered with the latest Amazon deals. Whether you decide that the ER4XR is the perfect fit for your ears or not, at least now you're armed with the honest facts to make that call. In a world full of headphones hyped as the one, these deliver nothing less than honest, clinical precision. So if that's your vibe, you're in for a treat. Thanks for watching and happy listening.